Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
I don't need to. I go away. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, echo.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running, it's Dre. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Man left. 4 down. Yeah. Go get him. Ready?
From midfield, here's Locke. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Locke gonna throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 60 out more. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, L.A. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did. Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. Block will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go. 14. Broncos 7.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Man, I got you.
Speed trip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
You ready?
Mike, 6. Defense wins championships, baby.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 1st down, Locke. Now he's flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Locke again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yellow.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Michelle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be ready. Smith.
Block now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Blocked again here on second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
Remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Lock now. 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
They look to throw. It's locked. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. 5.
Lock now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 7. Ready?
Throwing again. Lock. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Got it.
7. Mike, 7.
You're out. 5.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Bravo!
Again, it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 30 base.
Here we go. Right. He's turning right. Turn on the right. We got 3.
Hard.
Check 3.
Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. Safe.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. Touchdown, defense.
Yellow.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Come on,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Sit there.
On the ground is Michelle. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rock it. 61, big grip.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Complete to Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Double time. Hey. You got 3. Three down.
On play action, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Ingram hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rashad Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's good. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Penny with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score, Chargers 28, Broncos 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the draw, here's Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. 60 out more. Get that quarterback. And all coach. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey!
My five.
Lock to throw for it on fourth. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Penny, the first down carry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Block now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
On first down, Lock. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here because watching them go up and down the field here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field and handling this thing.
That's a good point. I feel sorry for those guys at this high altitude. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now he steps away. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Locke working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a